And Paul Turco with 5 points in that first half. We begin the second half with Zamboanga with possession. Sumang attacking the defense of De La Virgen and scoring. Zamboanga in the lead.
Kumbaga sa mga liga, ilista mo na yan. If you get Roy Sumang down at the post, especially against a defender like MJ De La Virgen, although MJ is a very capable defender, but on the block, Roy Sumang definitely has that advantage.
MJ bigay kay Ikalo. Kenneth, jumper. No. Roy Sumang with a rebound. Super Sumang on the move. Sawat, touch pass. Oh! Napaganda pa nung nabitawan ni Abdul ang bola and Reg Gabat. You got that time, ayokong sabihin na swerte ito because everyone seems to be just focused at this play. Sinundan nila yung bola.
Exactly. And what's nice about this is Reg Gabat just always available for those open looks. He trailed the play. Ang ganda ng timing niya nung pagpasok niya doon sa shaded area. And Abdul Sawat, 7 assists already in this game.
Assist na ba yun? Bibigay pa
touch
natin.
pass eh. That should be credited as an assist.
Tanungin natin siya mamaya. Assist ba yun? Parang ayokong sabihin assist. Turnover yun na sinalba ni Reg Gabat. And Zamboanga, quick 5-0 run. MJ misses the 3. And it's off a Zamboanga player.
Yeah, so far that has been the trend in this game. It's been a game of runs for both teams. It hasn't been nip and tuck most of the way.
Oh, what a stat line so far para dito kay Abdul Sawat. Runners again. They've got some athletes on their squad. Zamboanga, Reg Gabat with 12 points in the game. And that's our fast break of the game. Brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig. Free installation for split-type air conditioners. I think Reg Gabat at some point was a sprinter or a long jump athlete. Basta.
Could be.
Nasa track and field to.
No doubt about it. By the way that he's been running the floor and going for those finishes, it's just fantastic to see Reg Gabat on the hardwood. Many people, you know, they took a lot of notice. They put a lot of their attention on Abdul Sawat, Roy Sumang, you know, the other usual suspects para sa Zamboanga Sikat early in the season. But Reg Gabat is putting out a notice to the rest of the league. I'm here too.
What a turnaround this has been. It's now a 19-2 run. Dating back to the second period. Make that, no. Akala ko magiging 21-2 run. De La Virgen to Importante. That's Jong Baloria who swishes the 3.
Continuing his fine form here in this game, picking up from where he left off in that first half.
Una to Sawat. Back to Sumang. There's a switch now. Sumang against Ablaza. 5 seconds to work with. Roy. Stutter step. Jumper. Short. Rebound. De La Virgen. MJ. Eghalo is open. He'll fire. Misfires that time. Ito si Kenneth Eghalo.
A lucky break right there para sa Zamboanga. You can't leave a shooter like Kenneth Eghalo that wide open.
Sumang plenty of contact on that drive and he misses. And back the other way, Batangas.
I think Roy Sumang's got to dial it down a bit first. Medyo nakikita ko sumusobra yung gigil niya dito sa third quarter.
Inside, Jong Baloria with a power move.
If Roy Sumang's been missing his shots, Jong Baloria has been making them on the other side. Back-to-back hits for the Kapampangan.
Jong Baloria is up to 11 points in the game. Kawilan, three-pointer, won't go. Rebound fought for. Gabat wins it. But a whistle going against King Importante. on the hold against James Una.
James Una might not be showing it on the stat sheet, but his impact on those kinds of situations, loose balls, offensive rebounds, 50-50s, it has just been very helpful for example. Wow, my goodness! Ho, ho, ho.
Reg Gabat,
Where have you been?
ibang klase. That's 9 points in the quarter alone para kay Reg Gabat. De la Virgen with the answer. If you're Batangas, you gotta respond with a punch as well because Reg Gabat has thrown a haymaker dito sa ating third quarter.
Well, at least Batangas City has been responding blow by blow.
Abdul with 10 seconds to work with. Labas kay Sumang. A lot of space for Roy to work with. They collapse on Sumang. Una, the drop pass. Kawilan, no good. That should be a foul on Kawilan on the loose ball. Pero na kay Reg Gabat ang bola. The fadeaway is short. Ball is loose. It ends up with Kawilan. A three and a miss. De la Virgen will slow things down.
Are we in the playoffs?
Feeling ko.
It's crazy. This is playoff type atmosphere. The intensity is just maddening.
Valoria, the step back three, short on that try and rebound. Nakuha ni James Una. Reg Gabat. Atake si Reg, the runner. He's fouled by MJ De La Virgen.
I love the competition we're seeing here from both squads. Each player that steps onto the hardwood, they make sure that they are going to give it their all. And imagine this, Adel, we're just in the second game and we have another blockbuster matchup waiting for us in our main game.
Grabe, ibang klase yung appetizer na to para sa mga fans ng Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is, we'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. And Gabat exploding here in the third. 10 points, 10 of his 17 here in the third. And this is the second free throw. Ablaza secures the board. De La Virgen, importante. Ablaza ngayon. Importante wants it against Sumang. They go to Valoria. The shot fake from Jong. Could not convert from inside the paint. And that's last touch. I believe that was Med Salim.
Yeah, off his body.
Gabat needs a breather.
A well-deserved rest for him, definitely.
Ablaza fires. It's short. Could have attacked Turco there. Sa sitwasyon na yun, advantage siya dyan kung nag-drive siya, Javi.
You're right.
Turco mishandles the pass from Abdul.
But the response by Zamboanga on the other side, a turnover. So Batangas has a chance to redeem themselves in this possession. I'm expecting a set that's going to involve Jong Valoria here getting the basketball.
Levi Hernandez will check it. It's the next dead ball. Ablaza. They go to Importante against Roy Sumang, who stays low. Eghalo, too strong on the three. Sumang to Ichi. Ichi drives. Bigay kay Turco. Beautiful basketball. Zamboanga.
Paul Turco has had himself a stellar night in this game para sa Zamboanga Sikat. Credit to his teammates for finding him on those drop passes.
MJ against Turco. Eghalo. Ablaza inside the paint. Well defended by Turco, and the rebound from Abdul. They go down low to Med Salim. Oh, Med Salim, 11 points, Zamboanga looking very sharp coming out.
Everyone can contribute. Sabi daw niya sa loob ng locker room, I need a certain resiliency from this team dahil totoong nakakapanibago ang kanilang sitwasyon ngayon. He reminded them that the former QC players now part of Zamboanga have matured a lot since then. So for sure, they're smarter now. Turnovers killed them last game, but right now, the story is quite familiar. Kaya sabi ni Coach Cholo, they need to be calm and collected while they take care of the ball better sila, Javi.
Thank you so much, Sid. And the key word there para sa akin is the resiliency, because that was some sort of a hallmark of a Batangas team in previous years that I think has dipped a bit this season.
I totally agree. Obviously, they're dealing with the aging of their players, even though this particular group has been with each other for so long already. Obviously, you're gonna have to deal with the aging legs, but this team, I think, it's just a matter of time before they rediscover that old form and that resiliency that nasabi mo nga has been the hallmark of this franchise the past few seasons.
Yeah, the ability to win even though they're not playing well. That is, alam mo, that's where champions are made of.
You're
usually, right. It won't be perfect all the time.
You're right. It's in these moments where you touch on see if you are definitely ripe for that moment of success when it eventually happens to you.
58-51. Again, a terrific response from Zamboanga, restoring the 7-point lead. Cruz is open. Fires a jumper over Turco, and it's a miss. Last touch ni Ambuluto.
And not really the best of shots there taken by Mark Cruz.
This is the assist of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Importante late there on the recovery to rotate there to Paul Turco.
Three-pointer from Ichi, no good. Man, Salim with another rebound. Here comes Chino Mosqueda. Labas kay Ichi Altamirano. Salim, the extra pass. Chino for three. Good! 10-point lead for Zamboanga. It's a 20-point turnaround dating back to the second period.
Yeah, Chino Mosqueda will not take a lot of shots, but when he's wide open, he's going to be ready for that. And you love that Chino, he's not expecting a lot of playing time all the time, but when his number is called, he's going to always give it his all.
That's a difficult shot, Javi. And that's what Zamboanga's defense is giving itong Batangas. Yan lang. Napakahirap na tira. Bagsak si Chino. That's a turnover.
Zamboanga wants Batangas City to be very uncomfortable, especially in their half-court set, because Zamboanga, they have a lot of respect for how Batangas City executes in the half-court. They know that this is a very disciplined team, and this is a team that is very high on their execution, and they want to make sure that in the half-court, they go for the more difficult shots rather than get those easy open looks.
Levy. Cruz, jumper, yes. Not much you can do there. As Mark Cruz finds the mark again, he's into double figures with 10 points. 8-point lead, Zamboanga. Minute remaining here in the third. Salim inside, double teamed, double dribble. Turnover.
Unexpected double there. I'm sure Med Salim wasn't ready for that.
Sabi siguro naman siya, dinodouble na ako. Double team na pala ako. Ganun na pala ako.
Well, he's been stellar tonight. I don't think he has missed.
Kaya ang ganda ng pinapakita niya, 11 points na siya eh.
4 out of 4 from the field.
Easy to Ambuluto. Some signs of life again from Batangas. They pulled to within 6. 35 seconds remaining. Altamirano to Kalisay. Salim now with Mosqueda. The drive. A foul whistle. Donochea. That will send Mosqueda to the free throw line. This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
That was Ambuluto's first field goal in this game.
Mosqueda averaging 4 points per ball game this season, and he splits his free throws. It's a 7-point advantage for the Sikat. 27 seconds remaining in the third period. Isit. May tangan ng bola dito, CJ Isit. And that's on Chino Mosqueda.
And they have fouls to give.
Only the third team foul. Here's the play right here.
Got stuck in between Mark Cruz and Levy Hernandez there.
Cruz, down low they go. Levy, there's a double team.
Somebody's got to be open. It wasn't John Ambuluto. It was CJ Isit actually on the opposite corner, but that swarming defense is making it hard for Levy Hernandez to see the whole floor.
Medyo, I was worried about that double team though because wala masyadong gumalaw din sa kanila eh. Naghihintay lang din sila ng bola.
Yeah, everybody was just standing around.
Yeah. They go to Cruz and Salim with a crucial touch. Zamboanga with the last shot of the period. Altamirano, yes! Big shot to close out the third. Zamboanga with a 10-point lead against Batangas here in San Fernando, Pampanga.
Check out how he stepped into the shot, Delph. What a ballsy attempt coming from Itzy Altamirano. He knew he could hit that shot. What a confident stroke from way downtown.
Moments para dito sa kanilang kupunan. 10-point advantage heading into the final frame. And girlfriends.
WAG section.
WAG section, yes.
Isit. They go to Levy Hernandez. Down low, Ambuluto. Nice catch. Trying to gather. John Ambuluto is fouled.
And look at that quarter scoring on your screens. 25-14 in that third period. That's what really gave them the advantage. Zamboanga, although Batangas City was able to respond with a run midway through that third quarter, but towards the latter part to cap that third frame, what a big run made by the Zamboanga Sikat on the heels of the performances of different personalities.
And by the way, what a dynamic duo. Coach Egay Macaraya and Coach Bong Ramos.
Oh, yeah.
Because pareho sila nag-gesture dito sa referee. Kita ko parang
Yan
Batman and Robin and parang tandem na malakas eh.
I would say Batman and Batman.
Dalawang Batman eh. Tignan mo, yung tindig ng dalawang yan. Pag nakalusot kay Coach Bong, andun si Coach Egay. Hindi pwedeng may makalusot.
I'd hate to be the referee officiating their games.
Levy fires a three. And that's yan lang din ang binibigay, Abby. Itong depensa ng Zamboanga, those, wala hindi nakaka-execute. Kalisay, that won't go early in the offense there, ang tira ni Kalisay. Pinapakiramdaman ng kanyang tira. And inside, that's so much better because they get the basket early in their offense.
Yeah, the only way you're going to counter aggressive swarming defense is if you're going to move that basketball and also play good defense as well on your end of the floor. Oh, that's a walk. Got a little bit too excited there, Donocea.
One step too many. This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
This is more to the tune of Batangas City basketball. Quick ball movement, recognizing the open man for that high percentage shot.
Roy Sumang is back in the contest. to take care of that basketball. Altamirano will drive. The cut from Abdul. Nakatalikod si Levi Hernandez. And Abdul Sawat makes him pay 8 points in the ball game. It's back to a 10-point lead.
When you're going up against Zamboanga, you have to be on your toes all moments defensively. You can't be caught ball watching because they're going to catch you with those off-ball movements and they're going to recognize that open man cutting to the basket.
Isit to Levy. Three-pointer, too strong. Nakuha ni Mark Cruz, the turnaround. And Abdul Sawat went up high for that defensive rebound for Zamboanga. Kawila now. The cross-court pass to Abdul.
Oh yeah, shuffled his pivot foot there on the catch. He wasn't able to establish.
I like what I'm seeing though. The pep and the step of the Zamboanga Sikat.
Ang sarap panoorin no?
It just excites me. Kakaibang kilik yung nararamdaman ko, Javi.
They just make it easier for us to do our jobs here.
Oh, Altamirano with the steal and the finish. And, 10 points now for each Altamirano. It's just tough to see Batangas right here at this point, down by 12. The cut and the turnover.
Yeah, one can argue, Sidef, that, as Batangas right now is staring at a vision of their former selves.
Iba to eh, hindi to yung yung mga players dito, they're not the same. Like Levi Hernandez came into this Batangas team with a reputation. Nakikita natin, they've developed into something special. We will be right back.
The challenge of Zamboanga was successful.
A good challenge para kay Coach Bong Ramos and Coach Egay Macaraya. And that's the first thing na nakita ko kanina. I thought it was a turnover, actually. And that confirms it.
Yeah, clearly off Mark Cruz there.
And Roy Sumang. And need him to stabilize Zamboanga. Altamirano, shot clock down to 10. Sena against Ambuluto. Altamirano gets it back. Ichi fires off the mark. Rebound is Sed Ablaza. Medyo matagal na sa bench si Sed. Here's Ambuluto. Forcing that one against James Sena.
But it hasn't been an easy night para kay John Ambuluto here in this game. He's really had to fight through a lot of bodies inside that shaded area. Zamboanga's made sure to throw a lot of different coverages to John Ambuluto tonight.
Sinks the first free throw, John Ambuluto. The early years in the MPBL was with Parañaque. This is the free throw of the game, brought to you by Extreme Appliances ang subok at kumpletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. 2 for 2 for Ambo. Trims the deficit to 10.
His game has definitely changed from that time, including his hair color.
Oo. Altamirano to Kawila now. Sena. Sumang. Natrasan si Ambuluto. Sumang with 5 seconds to work with. The dance, the pass. Sena, the three. Ho, ho, ho. Wow. May konting sayaw. And then the three ball just in time to beat the shot clock. 13-point lead, the biggest in the ball game. Ablaza attacks and a foul on Sena.
You're definitely going to put that on the top 10.
Yes.
You
have to see that again, please.
Replay that.
Yes.
What a move here by Roy Sumang. And then Sena was asking for it because he felt that mismatch. He had Ochea on him. He felt that he could have taken him on the post. But Sumang set him up for that three-point shot.
You know what? Knowing James Sena and his personality, tatawa siya dun eh. Sa tirang yun. Tatawa siya. after niya ma-shoot. But they are just so locked in right now na hindi niya, can't even afford to laugh with that shot. 8 points and 7 rebounds para kay Seda Blaza.
And you'd think that, you know, a team as hot as Zamboanga right now with a 7-game winning streak, especially na marami sa kanila bata pa, they would try to maybe somehow show signs of complacency, but it is far from that.
Blaza, strong finish. Lead is down to 9. Altamirano nagmamadali, pulls back and gives it up to Roy Sumang. Under 6 minutes to play, 9-point lead for Zamboanga. They trailed by 10 earlier. Sumang to Altamirano from the corner. Bagsak si Sena, a whistle going against Batangas.
Yeah, their wiliness underneath has made it difficult para dito sa mga malalaki ng Batangas City.
This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Jabat to inbound. Sena, natapik ni Ochea. Blaza, that's off Sawat.
Now he was looking down. Levy Hernandez was already open ahead of him.
Hindi niya nakita. (72-63), Ablaza. Hernandez weaving through traffic. Levy, Ambo, put back. 72-65, 7 points for John Ambuluto. James Una has been called from the bench of Zamboanga. He'll check in sa next dead ball. Kawilan continues to fire and continues to miss.
Whew, that could have been a backbreaker.
Dalawa na yun, na libre. Hernandez, 2 points. And Batangas showing signs of resiliency for him here in the last 5 minutes. Zamboanga with a 5-point lead. Sawat, Kawilan, Gabat, Sumang, and Una on the floor. Kawilan, the push shot. That's 3 straight misses for JP. Altamirano. Bigay kay Roy Sumang. The 3, that's short. Ablaza with a rebound. A crucial stop for the Rum Masters. Try to pull closer here. Ablaza against Sumang. Said too strong on the drive. Sumang to Abdul. Abdul, the drop pass to JP plus the foul.
What a delivery right there. Galing kay Abdul Sawat.
Special delivery on Abby. Because that is also our play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. How about the court generalship of Roy Sumang on that forward pass?
Hockey assist coming from Roy Sumang, and the feed galing kay Abdul Sawat off that nice Euro step. Slow 1-2, and then that tight pass to JP Kawilan. The unselfishness of Abdul Sawat has helped propel Zamboanga to this advantage.
Ablaza lays it in. He was asking for a foul. And if you're Batangas, just stay with it. You know? Push Zamboanga to the limit. Tingnan natin kung meron sila dito. Kawilan, that's short. Rebound, Altamirano. Kawilan has missed his last 3 attempts from beyond the arc.
But if I'm JP, I'm going to keep shooting.
Sumang to Ichi. That's a 3. And that's good.
Oh boy. Zamboanga had 15 3-point shots in their last game, although they're not as prolific from the outside in this game. The 3-point shots here in the second half. Here also
particularly in the fourth quarter, have started to drop para sa kanila.
It's 78-69. And Altamirano also making a case para sa kanya to be one of the top performers of this game. But this is the Gixxer great move of the game. Board for greatness. Courtesy of Seda Blaza. Naalala ko to last year, Javi. I think I covered that game, QC against Batangas. The couple of long three-pointers from Jong Maloria first, and then MJ De La Veren sending the game into overtime. And that's when Batangas was able to snatch that victory.
I do remember that. Batangas just really using their experience in extra period to pull away and get that victory.
Air ball on that three para kay Abdul. 78-71. Levy wants a clear out against JP Kawilan. 10 seconds to work with. And he throws the ball away to Abdul. Abdul does not need to rush. Sumang to Ichi. Ichi will drive, loses his footing, and referee Karina Martin doing a fine job there to avoid conflict. I don't think
Hernandez to spark one final push here for the Rum Masters.
Kalisay to Sumang. Kawilan. He'll fire. That's short again. Jong Baloria is on the floor. Ochea. CJ Isit with a finish.
Razzle-dazzle coming from the lefty CJ Isit. The spinneroo and the finish with a strong hand. This is just a 5-point lead.
Kalisay, three, short. The tap is an important one because it ends up with Roy Sumang.
That was a quick shot by Kalisay. I don't think they needed to take that one. Good thing they keep possession here.
Una, nice drop to Ichi. Altamirano with 15 points in the game. And he extends the lead to 7.
Strong second half by Ichi Altamirano.
Inside, Levy Hernandez. No, Ambuludto is denied.
They can review this.
Yes, yes.
Under 2 minutes here. They can definitely review this, our referees.
They can check it again.
The assistant coach there, Aquino, is livid.
White ang Zamboanga ngayon. Purple and orange ang colorways nila.
You're right. Different set of personalities as well for both squads. Almost.
7-point game. Minute and a half remaining. Sumang has done a fantastic job controlling the play para dito sa Zamboanga. 5 seconds to work with. Roy De Hesi. Roy too strong. Inside, Abdul Sawat puts it in. It's a 9-point lead for Zamboanga, but Kawilan is down on the floor. And they will check this one. It could lead to more problems for Batangas. And what about JP Kawilan staying on the floor, an unsportsmanlike foul? I thought, from the looks of it,
Yeah, it looked like.
mukhang pang ano eh. He could have been sent off. But you know, they actually dodged a bullet there na hindi siya na-upgrade into a disqualifying foul. But it's a 10-point lead already para dito sa Zamboanga. And Hernandez will stay on the floor. Batangas needs to defend here. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Kailangan nila dito mag-force ng turnovers.
They should. And they should play defense without fouling here. But they're already in the penalty. And avoid unnecessary shenanigans.
Kawilan, bigay kay Abdul. There's a double team there. The steal by CJ Isid. It's a fast break. Valoria, lead of Zamboanga is down to 8. Minute and 7 remaining.
This is still possible.
They gotta take care of the ball and they lose it again. Levy inside. He scores. 6-point game with 59 seconds remaining. Rum mask, because alam niya that, you know, Batangas is gonna do everything. You know, they will grab, they will push you.
And alam mo naman na si Coach Cholo, he's used this kind of trapping defense for years now here with
Ayan na.
Batangas City. There you are.
Pero nabigay niya kay Roy Sumang ang bola. Inside, Una is open, but they turn the ball over.
Woo.
46 seconds remaining. And there was plenty of time on the shot clock there, Javi.
And didn't need to go that deep into that pass. Ito si Roy Suma.
That's a three. Oh! 7-0 run. After that unsportsmanlike foul, 15 points for Jong Valoria. And we're in for a carjack finish dito sa San Fernando. 3-point lead, Zamboanga. Sumang gets away. The push shot, no! Rebound, Isit. Valoria is ahead. Jong Valoria saves it to Ochea. Blocked, but a foul. James Una commits the foul. And he will send Ochea to the line. 21 seconds remaining.
Deja vu, Sadelf? This is almost exactly what happened last year when Batangas City faced QC. 3 straight turnovers for Zamboanga.
Their poise tested in this game. Zamboanga.
That's Ochea's first point in this game.
83-81. They actually did not have Abdul on the floor kanina.
You're right.
6 rebounds and 3 assists. Ochea. 2 for 2. 9-0 run for Batangas in less than a minute.
Surprising that sa kanya pa nanggaling yung turnover na yun.
And then Valoria with a 3. And they will get the ball back, Batangas. Because nandito sa Zamboanga side ang bola, 14 seconds, so 7-second differential. Mosqueda now with Ichi Altamirano, a foul on Isit. And Ichi Altamirano holding on to his buried the three-pointer to send the game to overtime last year. Ichi Altamirano, a fine performance, 15 points, make that 16 for him. Battled through an ACL injury last year. He's back.
Altamirano only had 3 points in the first half, Sadelf.
Oo. Altamirano trying to make this a 3-point lead. He misses. Rebounding importante. Here we go. Hernandez. Levy in the lane. Layup blocked by Una, but a foul. 11.9 seconds remaining. Levy Hernandez with 2 free throws. Men's here.
He's been perfect from the line tonight, Sadelf.
And I saw it as soon as it left his hand. 11.9 seconds remaining. May timeout pa ang Batangas dito.
They're definitely going to have to play the foul game now.
Hernandez misses the second. Ball is loose. Nakuha ni Abdul. Mosqueda is fouled.
Oh, what a time to miss 2 free throws. He was 5 out of 5 prior to that trip to the line. The 2 most important free throws tonight, and he missed it.
84 to 82. Now it's Chino Mosqueda's turn.
Oh, this is not over yet.
8.9 seconds left.
This is still an eternity of basketball.
May timeout din ang Batangas. So if he does make one of two, particularly dun sa back end, may makaka-timeout si Coach Cholo and probably map out a play. But if it's 2 for 2, that could be the ball game. And I don't want to say it could be the ball game because
You've seen stranger things, huh?
because we've sportsman-like foul on Levy Hernandez.
We will stand on the call. Foul committed by Levy Hernandez. Penalty.
Oh, they were trying to see if it could have been upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul, but I didn't see the need for that anyway.
Mosqueda was 1 for 2 earlier. Oh boy.
This game is keeping us on the edge of our seats. My goodness.
Mosqueda, yes, on the second. And on cue, Coach Cholo sues for time. 8.9 seconds remaining. Last time out of the game for Batangas. They're down by 3. And let's see what Coach Cholo has in his bag.
8 seconds to score, ha? Don, makinig, ha? Don. Rebound pa, ha? Pwede pa rebound. Levy. MJ, kami lang sa bola, ha? Huwag muna gumalaw, King, ha? Don. Good screens, ha? Huwag muna gumalaw, Jong. Okay. Just cut. Yan ang hinahanap natin. Screen. Si Levy. Kung meron si Levy doon, you're going for that. Pag wala si John, babalik ka dito. Going for that. Wala lahat yan. King, you're popping out. Then, hand up for a 3. 8 seconds to score. Makaka-score tayo.
Okay, bilang ka, MJ, bilang ka. Takat ka lang.
Tapamat ka lang.
Rebound.
Good screen, ha?
Walang challenge na malapit.
Hey, pag naka 2 points sila, inbound na tayo.
Magdasal na lang tayo.
What's na ba?
Yun lang.
Interesting timeouts. Timeout para dun sa may konting halong dasal para kay Coach Egay. But here we go. MJ De La Virgen, Don Ochea, King Importante, Levy Hernandez, and Jong Baloria for Batangas. And watch out for MJ De La Virgen and Levy Hernandez. Bagsak si Levy. It's a tight pass to Baloria. And a block on the 3.
That was too early of an attempt, Sedelf. He was heavily pressured, stuck in that deep corner. Didn't have to take the shot right away. There was still time for a pass. He wanted that foul on Una, and that's why I think he went for that attempt.
Sportsmanlike behavior.
I thought he could have probably, bounced it off Una's leg and let it restart again.
That was the better option.
Pwede yun,
Rather than try to gamble and expect a whistle.
Yeah, and Una was all over him there. And this is a gutsy win for Zamboanga.
Perhaps one of their biggest wins of the season.
Yeah, they beat Pampanga already.
Yeah.
Pero that has got to be up there.
And the finish to this game was definitely intense. Talagang nasubukan yung poise nila. Turning the ball over 3 straight times, allowing Batangas to come back, but having that resolve to make some stops in the end and seal this game, although they're going to have to work on their free throws.
Naichi Altamirano, though, that's the icing on the cake. And what a game. Choice your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. It finishes with 80.